Monday, October 2nd at Olympia Hills Golf Club. Get your slot now for $120 per person or $400 per foursome. Plus, a hole-in-one shot for your chance at $50,000 or a $1,000 gift card. 94.1 San Antonio's Fall Golf Classic, benefiting the Lupus Foundation of America Lone Star Chapter. Presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Shankla, Flight by Yingling, Twin Peaks, Renewal by Anderson, Meritage Homes, and Slacker Sports and Arcade Bar. Sign up now at sasportstar.com. KTFM. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, your home for the Aggies. San Antonio's Sports Center.
It's finally over. That's right. The Cowboys and holdout All-Pro guard Zach Martin have agreed to a raise over the next 2 seasons as his contract has been reworked to pay him over $36 million for the next 2 years, according to ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter, while running back Zeke Elliott has a new home. He will be signing with the Patriots on a 1-year deal worth up to $6 million, while Jose Altuve was named the AL Player of the Week.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
That ball is history. A walk-off home run.
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge. What's up, Danger? Can't stop me now.
Welcome into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com, or you can watch along on our YouTube channel at SA Sports Star. Comment along there as Bro Gamer 123 got in early. Says, "What's up, my guy Pledge? What's happening, Bro Gamer 123?" Man, what an afternoon, especially for the Dallas Cowboys. We'll start with the best of the news, that being All-Pro guard Zach Martin agreeing to what is basically a raise. He doesn't get an extension, but they're reworking his deal, as he was set to only make about $13 million over the next couple of seasons in the final 2 years of his deal. Instead, will now make up to $36 million over those 2 seasons, about 18.5 per is what's being reported, as he gets a bump in pay. And that is good news for the Dallas Cowboys, especially if you watched Saturday's preseason game, in which the starting offensive line unit, well, it didn't look its best. The other news that is Dallas Cowboy related, that being that former running back Ezekiel Elliott, who was released back in May, has a new home. You can stop the Zeke back to the Cowboys talk, as he will be signing a 1-year deal worth up to $6 million with the New England Patriots. He'll wear number 15, and the fun news about that is Zeke will be coming home to Jerry World October 1st in week 4, when the Cowboys host the Patriots at 3:25. So get your tickets, get your jerseys, get everything ready, because Zeke is returning home this year. Micah Parsons tweeted out after Zeke posted a picture of him getting his hair cut. He's all clean cut, the beard shaved up, and he looks like, 2016 Zeke all of a sudden. And Micah says, my guy's going to go for 2,000 yards this year. I don't know about all that, but he does provide a great leader in the locker room, as has been explained by multiple Cowboys players and coaches throughout his tenure with the Dallas Cowboys. And he gives you a very reliable pass blocker and short yardage option up there in New England to kind of complement the Ramondre Stevenson, who has taken over that lead back role up there, especially kind of filling in the role that Damian Harris had when he left New England for Buffalo this offseason. So any thoughts that the Cowboys were kind of waiting around, maybe testing the waters to see if Dowdle, Malik Davis, or even Deuce Vaughn separates themselves and can be the clear, backup to Tony Pollard. If there's any uncertainty, Zeke is off the board. There's still one running back of a couple of running backs of consequence that are on the board if they need it. Kareem Hunt and Dalvin Cook being a most note, but just know, I guess, the closer we get to the start of the season and the more desperate teams get to fill holes, the more the prices on those backs likely go up to the season. You're listening to Extra Innings with Pledger. I am James Pledger. Thanks for joining me this evening. Great show today with Joe Reinagle on the Blitz. I was lucky enough to join Rob Thompson filling in for Rudy J on R&R this morning, and Rob and I were talking about the consequences of Zach Martin's holdout and who's feeling pain and who feels it first, who caves. Well, it's obvious that after preseason game number 1, when at the podium, when asked about the offensive line, Mike McCarthy had this to say.
Well, I mean, it's definitely a concern. I mean, just, because, when you look at the way you practice, I mean, the goal is, and concerns not, because I don't want this going down that road. It's a focus would be a better, so scratch that. It's a focus, because you always would like to get to a point in camp where we have your 5 guys that you're going to try to get connected and get into a rhythm and so forth. We're obviously not at that point. We have some veterans, we have some moving parts. So on the flip side of that, it does create a lot of opportunity for our young players. And just talking with Josh Ball before I come in here, I'm excited to see what he, how his game went. He asked me how he did. I said, well, I got this new gig. I'm kind of sorry to get to watch it tonight, but this is good for us. I mean, I think this will pay dividends in the long run. But but at some point, you do want to get into that routine of getting 5 guys working together.
So it's a concern. Wait! I just realized what I said. It's not a concern. After the game, different tenor this afternoon when he was on the tennis courts back out in Oxnard when he was talking about the O-line play.
Well, the experience, number one. I think we had. And I'm not into this kind of evaluation, but it is the facts. I mean, we're a player or 2 away from early, probably winning 10-0 as opposed to being down 7-0. So, and that's the beauty of what today is. You look at the things that went, the plays that went against us, and 99% of them come down to just trusting your fundamentals, trusting your technique, and then and then I think after that initial first quarter, I thought they settled in and played some really good football.
Different tenor today. You think he possibly knew that this news was about to break probably in the next couple of hours after he finished that press conference? I think he may have had an inclination. But in his post-game presser, when he was talking about the concern of the O-line, did you happen to catch this little bit of that part of the presser?
Just talking with Josh Ball before I come in here, I'm excited to see what he, how his game went. He asked me how he did. I said, well, I got this new gig. I'm kind of sorry to get to watch it tonight, but
something tells me that's going to be his get out of jail free card this year, is talking about, I didn't have a chance to pay attention to what was going on in the game. I have this new gig called the offensive coordinator and play caller. I was a little busy. I don't know if that's a concern as of yet, or if he's still trying to figure out how to juggle that plus his other head coaching duties, or how to best delegate those duties as he takes on play calling, but just something to watch. But coming up next, Rob Thompson of R&R in the Morning is going to be joining me as we get to react firsthand from a diehard Cowboy fan of what he thinks about getting Zach Martin back in the building, holdout over, new contract in hand, and if there's any other concerns, or if that just alleviates most of his concerns after that first week of games for the Dallas Cowboys in preseason game number 1. That's all coming up next right here on Extra Innings with Pledger on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM and sasportstar.com.
94.1 San Antonio's Fall Golf Classic is back Monday, October 2nd at Olympia Hills Golf Club. Get your slot now for $120 per person or $400 per foursome. Plus, a hole-in-one shot for your chance at $50,000 or a $1,000 gift card. 94.1 San Antonio's Fall Golf Classic, benefiting the Lupus Foundation of America Lone Star Chapter. Presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Sean Claw, Flight by Yingling, Twin Peaks, Renewal by Anderson, Meritage Homes, and Slacker Sports and Arcade Bar. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
This week at Macy's, it's the perfect time to save big on updates you need now, like men's looks from And Now This, INC, and more, 25% off, and fine jewelry to finish any off. Plus, shop back-to-school specials, like 25 to 50% off backpacks from Jansport, High Sierra, and more. Star Rewards members earn rewards on every purchase, except gift cards, services, and fees. Learn more at Macy's.com/Star Rewards. Savings off sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply.
That's your captain. Better buckle your seatbelts for this one. I saw my passport expired, so I went to Staples, got a passport photo lickety-split. While I was there, I grabbed some tiny travel soap and shampoo. I should have got some from my co-pilot. Just kidding, Brad.
Staples has everything for travel. 10-minute passport photos, luggage, headphones, even personal travel items. And now at Staples, get $10 off your purchase of $30 or more when you buy a travel service. Staples, your first stop to nonstop travel. Ends 9/16. In-store only. Exclusions apply.
It's patio season, so get over to the Roo Pub at 281 and Redland Road to enjoy the great South Texas weather. As always, ice-cold beer and specialty drinks, happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6, and the kitchen is open late until 2 a.m. every day. Add the Roo Pub into your lunch rotation. With those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around, you know there is no better place to watch a game, and they always have all the fights. The Roo Pub, next to the Angry Elephant, 281 and Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
For over 17 years, the award-winning legal team at George Salinas Injury Lawyers has been representing personal injury victims all across Texas. Have you been injured in an accident? George Salinas is ready to represent you with free consultations, 24/7 availability, and no attorney fees unless we win. George Salinas Injury Lawyers will help you get the results you need so you can focus on recovery. If you've been injured, one call could change your entire case. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers, 210-225-0909, or visit georgesalinas.com.
George gets justice. Most of us go to the doctor when we're sick or need prescriptions refilled. But at the Institute for Functional Health, we offer a different and complete version of primary care. This means you will get the medications you need, but we will also put together a custom game plan to fix the root cause and allow your body to heal itself. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we help people get off of medications. Call me for a free consultation, 468-1891, or online at iffhealth.com. You will experience a doctor's visit unlike any you've ever had. 468-1891.
Get yourself a Kinetico water system. I'm a huge fan of Kinetico water softeners. These things are quiet, efficient, reliable, and non-electric. But the best part is you'll save money when you own a Kinetico water softener. And I know, living in the hill country, you folks have some serious hard water that can cost you major money in cleaning supplies and wear and tear on your appliances. Plus, Kinetico water softeners are guaranteed to remove more impurities and perform with lower lifetime costs than any other softener on the market. Kinetico is a great choice for folks that are fed up with their old, junky water softeners. So, for the best water softener in the business and to save money, call Kinetico today.
This is Chris Knuppel with Kinetico in San Antonio in the Hill Country. I'll let you try the Kinetico water softener for 90 days, absolutely free. Kinetico is simply the best water softener you can buy, and that's why we say it's the last water softener you'll ever own.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE Kinetico.
If you're a man and you live in San Antonio or the surrounding areas, you need to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. Are you having issues rising to the occasion? Do you constantly worry about whether or not you can perform? Have you completely stopped having adult time? Is it something you just don't talk about? Guys, we have a solution. Mojo, the 100% guaranteed male enhancement pill that's fast, effective, and was designed to reignite passion, performance, and confidence in the bedroom. Yeah. Be ready at a moment's notice with the Mojo Male Enhancement Pill from Pure Line Nutrition. And for those of you who have used Mojo, check out Mojo Enduramax.
Touchdown!
a new formula that improves the potency and effectiveness of Mojo. Get fast results, last longer, and be the man she'll never forget. Mojo and Mojo Enduramax, 100% natural male enhancement formulas, only available at Pure Line Nutrition. Call now, 210-494-2210. That's 210-494-2210. Or visit us online at thepureline.com.
He's 7 feet 5 inches of greatness.
I'm trying to be the best.
He's Victor Wembanyama. 94.1 San Antonio's sports star.
Woo! There is a monkey wrench thrown into a whole bunch of things today. That is right. Welcome back to Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM and sasportstar.com. Jeff Garcia, Locked On Spurs, commenting on our YouTube Live, which you can as well at SA Sports Star. Like, subscribe, and follow along with the conversation. Speaking of Locked On Spurs, I did a Locked On Spurs that is any of my thoughts on the Hall of Fame class and what went on over the weekend. Be sure to check that out at Jeff G Spurs Zone, or just check my Twitter. But the big news of the day obviously circles around the Dallas Cowboys, and I will end the day as I began it with my good friend Rob Thompson from R&R in the Morning, as I got to pull double duty and do a show with him this morning with Rudy recovering from the quinceañera of his beautiful daughter. Rob, what's going on?
Well, not a lot. It is a great way to finish the day, just like we began it, with one primary difference. I'm sitting on my patio watching the sunset. And you're still in studio, man. Everybody out there, tip one for James Pledger. Outstanding work today, my brother. And the good news is, at least you picked a day to have to work a whole bunch, because lots of news. And we started the day talking Zach, and I left the show. I went home comfortably, saw the first tweet, and had to make sure it wasn't a fake Sports Center because I was absolutely shocked. I didn't.
Were
see
you
it
though?
coming.
Because I asked you this morning, do you think pain was felt after they saw that first preseason game?
And I didn't think it was enough pain. For those that listen to R&R, we have this premise that deals are done for two primary reasons: either a deadline or pain. And I didn't think there was pain felt enough to get things done. But on the same token, I think Jerry realized he shot his shot. There ain't no money around here, and there's nothing here or there. And then he saw that happen and went, you know what? I gave it my best. Fail fast. How much is it going to take? How about we just finish out this with a little bit more money on this contract? And, on our WhatsApp, Rudy J, I think, put out there, or it was you, I want to give credit. Looks like they met in the middle, and it really does.
Yeah, Jason Minnick said they met in the middle because, remember, this was about an extension, and there was no extension. There was just money given to the final 2 years of his deal.
That is money in the cushions personified.
The other big news is you can scratch the Zeke Elliott back to the Cowboys off your bingo card, because it ain't happening, as he signed a deal 1 year worth up to $6 million. I believe it's $3 million base, $1 million signing, $2 million in incentives. And he's going to play for the New England Patriots, who the Cowboys get to play in Jerry World in week 4 on October 1st at 3:25.
Yippee. Let's see it. I saw I got a new haircut.
He did. He cleaned up for his new gig.
The thing about Belichick, and I think everybody looks at him this way, is when he picks up a veteran, I think the rest of the league goes, oh, man. Because what Belichick does is he takes the two things that you are still good at, or that one thing that you can still do better than anybody else, or at least as good, and lets you do just that. So Zeke's going to get a lot of goal line carries. He's probably going to get 12, 13, 14 touchdowns this year and have a good season.
And the other thing is, though, anybody that had a inkling that, who knows, maybe they were trying to wait this out and they were going to sign another back if they didn't like what they saw out of Davis, Dowdle, or anything else. Well, 1 year, $8.6 million. Scratch Dalvin Cook off your wish list, because he's going to be a New York Jet.
Well, it's funny how many dominoes fell today. I guess I'm not surprised with that. I watch Hard Knocks. I'm kind of fired up too. Maybe some Hard Knocks
I
got a little
like
worked up
Aaron
on how good
Rodgers
things
all of
look.
a sudden.
I know. So I think that might have been the tipping point. So he saw Hard Knocks and said, you know what, I'm going to get in on this and get in on an offense that looks like it's going to, if they can figure out a front line that just needs to keep up with a defense that's going to take the ball away a lot.
And my question to you is, we talked about it this morning because I believe the windows for Super Bowls in the NFL are razor thin, and you can't be the Patriots. It's like striving to be the Spurs during their run. It's untenable. So you have to strike while the iron's hot when the window is slightly ajar and make your move to go to a Super Bowl. And I think the Cowboys have a team that is very, very, very close to a Super Bowl team, except for a couple of pieces, backup offensive line probably, and I think backup running back are my two main concerns on this team. And the running backs are, if you have any concerns about the depth behind Tony Pollard, that tying up quicker than Lake Medina.
Yeah, but there's somebody in there. I mean, there's still water in the pool, James, if we want to stay with this, because I think Tolbert, I think Deuce showed us a lot over the weekend. I might be a little bit hyperbolizing the kid, but I think he showed me enough that I'm pretty comfortable with at least a third down gadget or whatever you want to call it. So there's some plays I can account for during the regular season. I'm totally comfortable with Pollard. I mean, injuries, this one, other than that, I have a lot. He's shown he can run behind the tackles, so that's okay. And pick your dude, Malik Dowdle, Rico, whatever. They're the same guy. Keep one. I don't care.
He is Rob Thompson. Join him every morning, weekdays from 6 to 10. Rudy's back tomorrow. What y'all got for us?
Oh, my goodness. So Rudy back will rehash what we saw on Sunday or Saturday night. I know we haven't had a chance to talk Cowboys with Rudy. Bears, NFL, watching the quarterback situation with the 49ers. Wimby with a new hairdo. I got to go see my beautician in the morning. I'm looking for some blonde locks.
Is it Victor Sohan or Jeremy Wembanyama?
I'm a little, I'm down. We got a lot to talk about here. You know, best friends for life. I think they have a shared favorite dinosaur.
He is Rob Thompson. Rob, thanks for jumping on with me this afternoon, my man.
Go to bed, James. We'll see you tomorrow.
That is Rob Thompson. Catch him and Rudy every weekday morning from 6 to 10 for R&R in the morning right here on San Antonio Sports Star. Coming up, we have got Rangers as they get set to open up a series with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. That's going to get going at 6:30 with the pregame, 7:05 first pitch. But some other baseball news. Houston Astro Jose Altuve today was named the AL Player of the Week after last week he hit .520 with 6 RBI, 9 runs scored, and 5 stolen bases for the week last week. I don't know about you, but it looks like he's starting to get into postseason form as the Astros try and run down the Rangers. The Rangers try and keep that 3-game lead over Houston that they currently hold in the American League West. That's going to do it for me today here on Extra Innings with Pleasure. Don't forget, start your day tomorrow with R&R in the morning, 6 to 10. Rob and Rudy back in the house. Jim Rome, the new lead-in for the Blitz. He gets you going from noon to 2. Lots of San Antonio talk today. You heard 94.1 all over Jim Rome's show today. And also, don't forget, drive home. Jason Minix returns tomorrow. He and Joe on the Blitz from 4 to 7. But we'll see you tomorrow here on Extra Innings with Pleasure.
If you own a small to medium-sized business that kept employees on payroll through COVID, you may have a big cash refund waiting for you. The Employee Retention Credit is a tax credit of up to $26,000 per